He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far.
It's the Broncos and the Cardinals. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. Brendan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In a few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers there for Connery in last week's game. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Connor going to get it again on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Connor going to get it again on second down. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. We've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Touchdown, Cardinals! James Conner with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the 2nd overall pick from BYU, now in his 2nd season, Zach Wilson. Throwing to to start the drive. Wilson to Gordon, out left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wilson. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now here comes George on the return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Murray. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The Cardinals hit 12-1 now to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Connor. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. A beautiful fake. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return, Dortch. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It'll almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Connor looking for space. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray again. This is Connor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari Cooper from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Wilson. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Big Mike Purcell with the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL at picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Cooper here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
He finds Hopkins complete. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second down, Williams. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, first and 10. They run it again with Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Ready.
Now Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Seibert's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They run behind center with Connor, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. 90 yards rushing now for Connor and a first down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Connor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run here with Connor, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. I think I'm trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and we talk so much about the